Hello, this is Deb Joyce Meek with The Light of My Art. Welcome to episode 2 for Julie and Friends for May 2025. I'm so honored to be invited to this fun, friendly competition between Julie Salva and Lisa Predo and me. Today we have another video series doing gratitude gifts. So that is the theme for the day. Please make sure to follow the other videos as well. The links are in the video description, and you can see all 3 of our videos and then vote on your favorite by clicking the thumbs up, the like on that video here on YouTube. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm really excited about today's projects. I'm not sure if you saw this product in the catalog, but it is the Extraordinary Flora washi tape. And then there's a bundle that goes along with it. So I'm actually just using the die and the washi tape today. And this is my first time playing with it for this project in particular, and I was blown away by the quality of this. So I'm excited to show it to you. Let me go ahead and put my face away. We can go down to the desktop. And I just wanted to show you in the catalog here, this whole page, this spread for the Extraordinary Flora bundle. There is a stamp set that goes along with this. This whole flower image is one stamp. And then the die is this one whole die that cuts out all the flowers at the same time. And it does the same on the washi tape right here. And so we're going to stick the washi tape onto some white cardstock so that we can cut it out and have some heft to the pieces. And I didn't notice until I was prepping for this video that what they did is they put the washi tape onto window sheets so that it still retains that kind of sheer see-through look to it. And so at the end of this video, we're gonna have to try that. So let's go ahead and make one of my projects today. And then I'll show you all my alternative ones. I have lots of different colors to show you too. So here's my gratitude gift. The point for me putting these together was when I was doing all of my traveling back in March and April, I wished I had something that I could give to somebody to represent what I do, but also to give them a thank you gift just for being awesome. So like my servers or my Lyft driver or somebody at the hotel, like just a nice little pocket for a gift, but something that's easy enough and small enough so I could carry it around with me so that I could make a bunch of them and it'd be easy. So this product right here, this is perfect for this. And this whole thing is a nice, easy thing to put together. So last Julie and Friends, I had something pretty elaborate. And so this time I'm going a little bit simpler because I think that it's going to be incredibly useful for you to have something like this on hand to be able to give to people. And I've loaded it with $1 already, but of course you can always add another anything in there. So this way it'll always be ready and in my pocket and everything. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to put this white piece out here. This is 5.5 by 3.25, which fits this washi tape perfectly. And we're just going to start peeling this up. I've already used this a little bit, but you just want to be gentle with the washi tape because you don't want to rip it. But we want to get it to where there's a gap in the colors. So you can see right here, there's a gap right here. And I'm going to do some cutting on that before we stick this down. And washi tape is sticky, but it's not like super sticky. So let's just go ahead and pull it out just a little bit more. And we're just going to cut between those images so we can save those for another project because we're actually going to do this twice. So I'm just set this aside for a moment and we are going to stick this down on my white piece here. And I go from the center and kind of press outwards because I want to kind of get all the air bubbles out. And give that a good press. Look how bright these colors are. This is the washi tape. Isn't that so beautiful? It's like got painterly look to it. And it is stunning. So let's go ahead and actually, before we even go further, I'm going to get out my other piece because the next piece here is another color family of different shades. So this one's more pink, this one is more purple, and then it goes back and forth. So I found this to be so incredibly beautiful that I couldn't wait to share it with you. And I mean, this washi tape roll is massive. How am I ever going to use all of this? Look at how many flowers you get from 2 little sheets. All right, so I'm just going to, again, these white pieces that I'm using are 3 1/4 by 5 1/2. So you'd get 4 of them out of a whole sheet of paper. Smoothing that out. And of course, washi tape is meant to kind of stick down, but also be repositionable if you're gentle. So if you did it crooked, you could carefully get that up. But we're going to give it a good press because I want this to stay stuck to our paper. Oh, so pretty. Okay, so now we're going to get out our mini cut and emboss machine because yes, it does fit in the mini, which is another awesome perk. I'm going to put my 1 and 2 plates in here and get my die ready. Since this is washi tape, the very first piece came with a little extra piece, so I can use this to tape down my dies to be nice and straight. And I do want to point out too, the die here, you can see these extra little holes. Those are so that you can see the stem tips through the holes, so you know that things are lined up. So when you put this on here, you should be able to see those stem tips inside of those holes. So if it looks a little dark, you can see that this is lined up nice. It's looking good. Okay, so I'm going to take some extra little pieces of this washi and tape that down so it doesn't move in my machine. Take my brand new cutting plate. Anybody else hate to start a new cutting plate because it's so pretty and clean? And then all of a sudden it's got all those marks in it. That's okay. This is a nice big one, so it gets all marked up at once. Perfect. Oh my goodness, look at this. So now we have all of these beautiful die cut pieces ready to go on a project. We'll do it one more time to get the other color family going. Absolutely gorgeous. And then I'll show you how to put together this little pocket. I'm going to call it a gratitude pocket. What did I call it? I think I already, pocket, gratitude pocket gift. All right, well, that looks good already. That was easy. Put it back in the machine. Look at these colors. This is just singing to me. This is my type of colors right here. These pinks and these purples. A tip with the mini machine, by the way, if you stagger the plates a little bit, kind of like a little stair step, they feed into the machine a little bit better and it grabs it a little bit better. So you can crank it through. Otherwise, it gets a little bit finicky if you stack them all up nice and straight. It likes to be a little off kilter. Okay, let's get all of our little pieces here. And then we can put together our gratitude pocket. I thought that these would be great to have in my purse. And I didn't use dimensionals on purpose because, well, of course you could with all of these adorable little things, but because I wanted to have that in my purse, I didn't want it to get snagged or like yucky on anything. So that is the purpose for that. All right, I'm going to bring in my trimmer out. And I have a piece of old olive here. I'm going to be using, I'm just going to be copying this one that I did here, and then I'll show you all my color variations. So this is a 11-inch piece by 2 3/4. And we're going to score this at 3 3/4. And at 7.5. If you wanted to make a bunch of these, you would just do your entire sheet and then cut it into your 2 3/4 inch strips this way. So you could do all that scoring all at once and then cut it into your strips. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to flip it. Okay, so this is the side that we did 3 3/4 and then 7.5. And then I'm going to flip it because I want this to fold this way and this one folds this way so that the short end is on the right like that. Now I do want to cut from this corner to this corner. So I'm going to grab those two corners with my fingers, knowing I need to cut between these 2 points so that when I put it back in my trimmer, I'm not confused about which point is where. I can put this back in here and we can put the edge of the score line here, that little edge right there, and this corner up here into the track. And we're going to start our blade from the bottom because we don't want to crunch that corner up there. I'm going to hold this and slice. So this is a scrap piece. We don't need that piece, but now we can go ahead and start decorating this. I'm also going to be using, this is a sheet of coordinating cardstock. This is going to be 2.5 by 3.5. That's going to go on the front. And then I also did some die cutting with our Nested Essentials dies. I just used that biggest banner there, but you could use any kind of shape on the front there. And then I'm going to take another rectangle that's in white for the inside. This could be DSP if you wanted to decorate your pocket here with designer series paper. You could use that instead. This piece though is 2 3/8 by 3 1/8. And I'm going to hold my piece like this. And looking at this, I want this one to match. So I'm going to hold those two corners again so that I can cut between those to have a little mat on the inside of that area. Now we have two corners here. So we want to start our blade in the middle again, so we don't crunch those corners. I'll go up and down. And then I have two pieces that should fit this area. So we could use this for two. All right. We also, I'm going to put this in the corner so you can see it. I'm also going to need this Heartfelt Hexagon punch. And that's it. So we need some stamps. The stamp set that I'm using for this one, I really like the font on this one. Tags of Thanks. I love this You Made My Whole Day. And the thank you. This font is just really beautiful. And so I feel like if somebody got this, this would make their whole day. Like somebody would just hand this to you. Wouldn't that just make your whole day? So I just love that. So I'm going to take some basic gray. I felt like that went with the colors here. It's a little bit more muted than a black. So I felt like that was pretty. And so we'll just stamp our greeting on the tag here, the thank you, and then the You Made My Whole Day goes on this Heartfelt Hexagon punch. Again, punches are super quick. And we got this thank you. And that's all the stamping we need to do. Again, nice and quick. We did a quick cut for all of those cuts, and then I did the die cutting for this, and then this was a punch. Super quick. All right, I'm going to take my basic linen thread here. I'm going to take some Stampin' Seal, and I'm not going to tie a bow because that takes too long. We're just going to wrap 3 times in kind of a cattywampus way and then stick it to the back. So I did 2 little lines going with the sides there. so that wherever I landed, I could just cut that and it's all stuck on the back, but it looks cool on the front. So let's go ahead and put our pieces together here. I'm going to use my liquid glue. We're going to make our pocket just by adding a thin line of glue right here. If my glue will cooperate, that would be great. There we go. Thin little line all the way into the tip there. Just a little bit so it doesn't ooze out. Hold that just for a second. Give this a good crease. Oh, there's my bone folder. We didn't need to do any stamping on this white piece, so we can just add that straight away. We don't need to wait for any stamping on that. This just provides a nice background for our beautiful flowers. And then this piece can just go in the middle, on the inside, I mean. Just kind of centered on this top panel. Let's press our little pocket fold shut here. We've got our coordinating cardstock piece. Again, that was 2.5 by 3.5, I believe. And then this piece is going to go flat. If we were doing this with a card, I'd put this on dimensionals, but again, I want this in my purse and I don't want it snagging or catching on anything and getting ripped or broken. So we're going to make this go as flat as possible. And that is also why I'm not using any embellishments on here either. I didn't want them to get stuck on each other because I want to put a few of these in my purse so that I can have them on hand. All right, so I'm pulling out all these little pieces. I absolutely love this rose right here. It reminds me of my business card. We're gonna pull out, let's see, we want this cute little yellowish one. There's a few of these little pink ones, and we want this little sprig right here for the front. And I think we want this one for the inside. Nope, this one for the inside. And this one for the inside. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to use glue dots to put all of these together real fast. And then we can show you all the other colors. And the glue dots actually are like mini dimensionals. They do add a tiny bit of dimension, but they're so incredibly flat too. So it's a nice way to kind of do no dimensionals, but also be a little bit dimensional. I hope everybody's having a great day today. We've got this cute little flower. There's 2 different sizes of these flowers, so I took one of the bigger ones. But look how many pieces are left after. I'm going to need one more glue dot, I think, to stick that down. So we don't want any pieces kind of snagging and sticking up. So add extra glue dots if needed. I think that's so pretty. And now we just can decorate the inside. If you ran the back of the white piece, if you just put some adhesive sheet on it, you'd turn this whole thing into a sticker again, but it would have the white background. So that would be a fun idea too. And these are washi tape, so be careful of the edges. You don't want anything to peel up. If anything peels up, just kind of stick it back down, but it seems to be holding really well. There we go. And then we can add $1 to this one too. I probably lost the $1 that I was going to stick in there, but that's okay. So we've got our 2 pieces here. We've got this beautiful other spread. And so I actually have a few more that I needed to decorate, but I want to show you all the different colors that I did. So this one is Old Olive and Mossy Meadow. That one was one of my favorites. And then we also have Granny Apple Green with Garden Green. I thought this was really bright and cheerful. I got a manly looking one. We've got crumb cake and pecan pie here with just leaves. So I figured we wouldn't leave the men out. We wanted to make one that was a little bit more gender neutral there. We've got Fleur de Flamingo and Petal Pink. This is Lost Lagoon and Pretty Peacock. Here, I'm having a quiz time. And then here's our two yellows. We got Daffodil Delight is the darker yellow. And then we have Lemon Lolly as the lighter yellow. Was that it? Or did I have one more? I think that was it. Yes. So let me know which one of these is your favorite of the different colors. And I do have to still decorate. Look, I have to decorate the yellow one, and I think it was this one. So I decorated the inside and outside of this one, inside and outside of this one, the inside and outside of this one, the inside and outside of this one, and the outside of this one with just 2 runs of the washi tape. That's how far it went. And I still had 3 extra little pieces left. That's crazy. So let's go ahead and decorate the inside and the outside of this yellow one. All right, so this has a little bit of yellow. I liked to put a little bit in each corner. No need to over decorate, but oh, purple and yellow look really nice together, don't they? Look at this. That's gonna look good. Could add a little bit of the pink to it too. Maybe like that, or adding in a little purple splash like so. That looks good. Let's add it. Again, we're looking for quick and easy, functional thank you gratitude notes. Let me know in the comments if you plan to use this. I feel like this would also be good if you're a business demonstrator. You could put your like a free class pass in this little pocket, and it'd be a great way to showcase some beautiful things that you can do, and then invite somebody to come to an upcoming class. So I think I might throw some of those in there too. In fact, I was talking with somebody just this morning and told her I would bring her a free class pass when I saw her next. So I better throw one in my purse. I'm already getting use out of it. All right, we've got this cute little spriggy and oh, this little yellow one. I like that. Oh, these colors are so pretty. Are you guys as amazed as I am? Don't let me forget. I want to try this on some window sheets. And by the way, every time I open a photopolymer stamp set, it comes on a clear sheet. And I had saved those for years, but recently have been throwing them away. But if you save them, that's a free window sheet, and you can use that for our sticking our washi tape on. So I actually just dug through the trash and found a backing for a stamp set that I just threw away. I just saved it, and then we can put this washi tape on there and see what it looks like. 'Cause I am really curious. Okay, so there's that one. And then we just want a little sprig at the top for this one. Let's use this one. Darling. Okay, so there's, oh, they're all so cute. All right, so there's all of those. We're going to spread all of these. Okay, we're going to put all of these over here for a second. And we are going to get out. Where did my window sheet go? Oh, there's my dollar. Huh. There's my sheet. Okay, so this came from a stamp set, and you can kind of still see the little film where the stamps were sitting on there. So it's not the cleanest thing, but we're gonna try it anyway. Okay, so here is the next run. And we're going to carefully cut between those color sections. It's a little bit of a wrinkly cut. That's okay. And I just kind of leave the end a little floofed up so I can grab it real good the next time. Okay, here we go. I think I'm going to put it on the edge because I'll probably have to trim this in order to fit it in my mini Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine. Ooh. So when we put this, look it's still clear. It's like sheer, right? That is so cool. Look at that. And it was a free window sheet from a stamp set. I'm definitely going to be using this. I just wanted to see how that would look. Look, and then it just kind of takes on the color of whatever it's on too. You could layer those together. Maybe even some pieces on white. That is so cool. If you did dimensionals behind here, though, you would see those. So I would use these clear glue dots, the mini glue dots that we have, to adhere those to other things. Again, these are like tiny, tiny dimensionals, right? Thank you again for watching. I hope that you really enjoyed this. I'm trying to put my face back in here. Oop, there we go. I hope you really enjoyed this project, and I hope that this brings you joy and brings other people joy. I hope that you make these and enjoyed this one. Make sure that you watch everybody else's videos and vote for your favorite for this week for the gratitude gifts in the YouTube. In the YouTube video, you have to just like it with the thumbs up. All right. I hope that you have a wonderful day. And again, if you like any of the products that you guys see, you can order from any of the three of us. My ordering link is orderwithdeb.com. If you'd like to place an order with me, I would love to be your demonstrator if you don't already have one. Have a great day. Bye.